A 13-year-old Boy Scout jumps into a lake in Omaha, pulls out two drowning kids, and the story runs on the front page of a newspaper most Americans in 1926 had never heard of, because the mainstream press wasn't going to cover it. This is the Monitor, out of Omaha, Nebraska, August 6th, 1926. It calls itself Nebraska's weekly newspaper, devoted to the interests of colored Americans, edited by the Reverend John Albert Williams. 5 cents a copy, call it about 90 cents today. This was the black press, doing the work the mainstream papers in the city were not doing. That's the whole point of this page. Up here in the top left, look at the lead story. A Boy Scout named Cazere Zampese, 426 Center Street, Omaha, dives into a lake to save two boys who had gone too far from shore. He pulls out a boy named James, 12, gets him to the bank, then goes back in for his brother, Jesse, 12, Carter Lake. The paper says he revived the second one. 2 kids alive because of this teenager. This was front page news in the Monitor. It did not run in the white Omaha papers. That gap, that's the story behind the story. The story. Over in the upper right, there's a column that stopped me. It's headlined, "What We Did 30 Years Ago, We Should Accomplish Today." It's about a man named Dr. M.O. Ricketts, who the paper says was one of the representatives elected from Douglas County in 1892 and 1894. It notes that Nebraska's Negro population in 1926 was over 7,500, and asks the plain question, why can we not do in 1926 what was done in 1892? That's 30 years of ground lost, and the paper is asking its readers to account for it out loud. Then down here near the bottom, this one landed differently. A Camden, New Jersey court fined a married woman $10, call it roughly $180 today, for beating her husband. The paper runs it straight. No editorializing. It's in the same column as a story about Charles Gilpin, the first major black actor on the American stage, getting ready to star in Uncle Tom's Cabin. 2 stories side by side, one serious art, one a police blotter item, and the paper treats both as equally worth your Friday morning. What this page says, taken whole, is that in 1926, Omaha, there was an entire world of events, heroes, debates, and politics that existed in parallel, fully covered, fully documented, and almost completely invisible to the white press a few streets over. The Monitor wasn't filling a gap. It was the record. Another front page tomorrow. If this one's new to you, the subscribe button's right there.